Welcome once again as we talk Georgia Tech women's basketball with head coach MaChelle Joseph. Into the month of March, and the Jackets are playing some very good basketball right now, wrapping up the regular season with 3 straight wins. You have to be feeling very good about the way your team is representing right now.
Yeah, I really feel like we've just kind of hit our stride. I talked early on about, I thought this team would be very good in the middle of February, towards the end of February, and because they are so young, and I felt like they had to learn and grow and understand not only how to win on the road, but how to compete in this conference night in and night out. And I really feel as though we're at a point right now where we're understanding it. We're also understanding our roles. Jacko Williams and Bridget Ardossi have come on very strong and accepted their leadership positions within this team, and I really think they've been the driving force behind our younger players being able to step up and play the significant minutes they've been able to play and contribute the way they've been able to contribute.
The winning streak has included a pair of wins on the road and then more recently a win right here at the Coliseum against a nationally ranked Virginia team. When folks are talking about the RPI, the postseason brackets, they talk about how teams finish. The Virginia win is a very good one for your team, thinking about the big picture.
Well, I definitely think that that win over Virginia was huge for our team and for our program to end on senior night being able to play as well as we did against a very good Virginia team. 2 of their players most recently named first team all ACC. So, obviously that was a huge accomplishment for us. And one of the things that our upperclassmen kind of let our younger kids know was, a year ago we let a couple slip away late, and that really affected our seeding in NCAA tournament play. And I think those upperclassmen, Jacko Williams and Bridget Ardossi, really set the tone by saying, hey, this is not how we want to do this. We want to finish strong, get ourselves a good seed in the NCAA tournament, in the ACC tournament, and that's exactly what they did. They didn't settle for anything less. We won 7 of our last 10 games, which really put us in a very good position to get a top seed, considering our strength of schedule is very good. We played a very tough non-conference schedule. We've basically played every top power conference in the country, so we're in a great situation heading into postseason. And the thing that I'm the most pleased with is that how well they're playing together. Our chemistry seems to be exactly where we need it to be. We've got 9, 10 deep right now that are all on the same page and really playing their roles well and effective. So I'm excited to see how we'll fare at the ACC tournament.
I was going to say the Virginia game, as I think about the defense, forcing Virginia turnovers far more than their normal average, and offensive execution. They played a lot of zone. You were able to get good looks. The combination of those 2 things, that looks like Georgia Tech basketball the way you want it to be.
Absolutely. One of the things we've really been working on has been our zone offensive execution. We've seen a lot of 2-3 zone throughout the course of this season, and one of the things we've done is we've done a better job of getting shots in the paint against the zone, and I really think that the extra time we've spent in practice working on is starting to pay off, and they all understand where their shots are going to come from and what are good shots and what aren't so good shots against a 2-3 matchup. So it's really started to help our offensive execution. Defensively, we feel as though we've been one of the best defensive teams in the league all year long. We've led the league in defensive points allowed the entire season. We're first in the nation in steals, so we really rely on our defense and our rebounding. I think though the thing that's really made the difference down the stretch is our ability to stay out of foul trouble. I think the fact that we've been able to mix up our presses and control tempo a little bit and play a little smarter on the defensive end has really helped us, because our significant scorers have been able to get more minutes, quality minutes, and not sitting on the bench in foul trouble. So I really believe that's been one of the main reasons we've had the success we've had lately. The other reason is since we inserted true point guard Mimi Walthour into the lineup, we've gone from 23 turnovers a game to 17, which is significant. That's a 6 turnover difference, and it's really those possessions are really the difference in every game. So, it's been huge for us, and she's done a great job of taking care of the basketball and coming in and relieving Alex Montgomery at the point, relieving Jacko Williams at the point, and really just handling the ball for us and getting us in our offensive sets.
An 8-6 record in the ACC. That's good for 5th seed in the ACC tournament. Clemson becomes your first-round draw, and this is a team now you're fairly familiar with. You played them twice, most recently on February 22nd at their place. That was the start of the winning streak. You have to feel pretty good about the matchup to begin the tournament.
Yeah, it's very hard to beat a team 3 times, so obviously we have concerns with Clemson. We did play well up there. That's when we really started getting in a flow and hitting our stride together as a team. And so, I think our kids have a lot of confidence against Clemson, but they're also wise enough to know that you got to play against every team at this time of the year. And Lily Hardy is one of the top players in the ACC for Clemson, and she's going to present, matchup problems for us. But I really like the way we're playing right now on the defensive end, and offensively, I think we scored 70 points, over 70 points in the last couple of games. So I really feel like we're in a really good position.
Our trip to Greensboro will be the 32nd annual ACC Tournament. As I think about the way the regular season unfolded, the preseason favorite didn't win the league. North Carolina was chosen by the writers, the media, to win the conference. Maryland, the #1 seed. Florida State, they jumped up, got the 2 seed going into the tournament. Duke and Carolina, the teams that folks are always saying are going to be the favorites to win the league, 3rd and 4th seed. I'm thinking that this year's tournament is as wide open as any as I can recall. Your team is one of those teams that people should be talking about as well to be in the mix to make a run for the tournament title.
Well, we really believe so. I mean, we're excited with our draw and our seed because the fact that we're playing Clemson, a team we feel like we've had some success against, and then playing Carolina, knowing that we've beaten them once already, gives our kids a lot of confidence knowing going in. So we're really focused on those the first game with Clemson, and then getting an opportunity again to play Carolina, which is exciting for us. But I don't remember, since I've been at Georgia Tech, I don't remember 6 teams with over 20 wins in going into the tournament. I think that shows a lot of parity in the ACC. It also shows how deep this conference has gotten and how successful these teams have been. And it also just goes to show why we're one of the top conferences in women's basketball. I mean, 6 teams with over 20 wins is saying a lot. That's over half our teams in our conference. So, it's exciting. I mean, I think every game's going to be a good game at the ACC tournament.
We would be looking ahead to mention the NCAA tournament, but I can't help but think the ACC tournament is the best preparation you can get for the NCAAs.
Right. That's one of the things we talked about all season long when we put our pre-conference schedule together. We went down and played in Florida Atlantic Tournament, and we had an opportunity to play 2 games back-to-back against 2 very good teams, and getting to play Texas down there on a neutral floor really, we felt like prepared us not only for the ACC tournament but for the NCAA tournament as well. And then going out and playing against Michigan State and Georgia here back-to-back within 2 days of each other, I think really was a great learning experience for this young team. And also playing in the Bahamas and playing those games back to back. So we've had those experiences, tournament type experiences, and that's what we're going to go back to and draw from when we get ready to play in the ACC tournament this weekend.
We are, by the way, starting to see the start of postseason honors. Alex Montgomery, 3rd team All-ACC, just a sophomore. Folks are noticing what she does for this Tech team.
Well, there's no doubt Alex is one of the top players in the ACC. She's definitely deserving of her All-ACC recognition. She is versatile, she's athletic, she can do so many things on the floor, and she's so valuable to this team. She means so much to us because she gets it done on both ends. When her shots aren't falling, then she goes on the defensive end and gets the steals and defensive rebounds. She leads our team in basically almost every category. She's very critical in our defense. She's 2nd on our team in steals, top 5 in the ACC in steals. She scores, she rebounds, she defends. When she's hitting her threes, we're pretty tough offensively. So, she's very deserving of this recognition, and I think in the future you're going to see Alex Montgomery become a 1st team All-ACC player and hopefully an All-American. That's the kind of potential that she has.
Greensboro's not too bad a drive. I imagine you would like to encourage the fans to jump in the car, get to Greensboro.
Right.
The fan support could be vital there.
Well, I really hope that everybody will come out and support us. I mean, we've really made a run for it here late, and I think we're an exciting team to watch. I know that we're not one of the most popular teams that people want to play against because of our press and the way we run and trap for 40 minutes. So I would really encourage our fans to come to Greensboro. It's an 11 o'clock game. It's going to be very exciting, and be bold, wear gold, and come out and support your Yellow Jacks as we make a run for the ACC title.
If you can't make it to Greensboro, we remind you the opening round game is televised by the ACC's regional sports networks, and you can also hear the game on WREK and WREK.org. We're looking forward to it, Coach.
I am too, Richard. Thank you.
That's MaChelle Joseph with us, and thank you for joining us right here at RamblinWreck.com.